You're listening to Biz-Souls, the business podcast with an edge, hosted by me, Rona Lewis, and Jeffrey Hansler. Tune in for perspectives and discoveries about the changing world of business. It's time to connect to the heart, soul, and humor of how business gets done.
Hiya, kids. It's us at Biz-Souls. I'm Rona Lewis.
I'm Jeffrey Hansler.
Yeah,
and we get to the heart and soul of business and the people that make it happen.
So what?
I'm working on my deeper voice right now.
All right. Thank you. What's her name from, what was the movie with the...
What? No.
Yeah.
I have no idea.
Oh, the one drop of blood girl who deepened her voice.
I have no idea.
Okay, never mind. I can't think of it now, but yeah.
All right. Are we here?
We're here. So we're talking about Toyota and the way they do business. They have the Toyota way.
Correct. And to catch up with the one we did last week.
If you heard us last week, which we hope you did.
So it was Deming. And Deming, Edward Deming, went to U.S. Auto. He was a statistician, and he realized that you could control quality with statistics.
Yeah.
And he went to the American auto industry and said, hey, we can make your quality better. And they went, we don't need it. So he went over to Japan.
He literally made that sound.
He did.
It's frightening.
And he went over to Japan, and Toyota hired him. He had been over there doing some study and some work before, and they hired him. And Toyota literally helped the Asian market turn the U.S. market upside down. The U.S. market is never completely caught up on quality.
Oh, not even close.
To what's going on. And so these are Toyota took Deming's principles and they made them a little more robust, and they added some things. And then Toyota created the Six Sigma philosophy afterwards. I think they created that. I think that's correct. I'm not sure.
I don't know. I didn't look that up.
Anyway,
I just
it was
have
developed.
The 14.
Anyway,
okay.
We'll talk about that later. I'm almost positive it was Toyota that did Six Sigma. So anyway, these are their principles, and they're on the road to that. So what
we're not going to go over every single one with you.
Gosh, no.
We picked a couple of them.
There are 14 of these too.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they're really closely related to Deming's 14.
So we picked some ones that are a little different.
A little different, and some that I don't necessarily agree with. So, or you don't necessarily agree with?
Well, you can't disagree with success. So, it's just that we have our own
you want to bet?
Bias on it.
Watch me. Okay. All right, go ahead.
All right, number one, base decisions on long-term philosophy, even at the expense of short-term goals.
Yeah.
And I wanted to talk about this one. And again, it's because of the current crisis going on. And it's not really a crisis. There are just there's a lot of fear going on.
I think it kind of is.
Well, things are being changed. It's radical change. And this is what a lot of us have been asking for this. Instead of do nothing or don't change or not invented here, the idea is, let's try something different, because what has been going on hasn't been working. So let's change things up.
Okay.
And so their thing is based decisions on the long-term philosophy.
Yeah.
This is so important right now. Companies are making short-term decisions. They're implementing AI, and because it's helpful, they're not following up on it. They're getting rid of customer service people. So they're using AI to replace people, and AI is not ready for that.
It's not. No, I don't think so either.
We're going to talk about that in another podcast.
What's interesting, real quick, Native Americans have a long-term view of things as well, and I think so do Europeans. I think Americans tend not to do that.
Well, the Asian and the Asian companies have a tendency to do. The CEO of Panasonic
Obviously.
has a 100-year plan that he implemented in 1995, and I'm telling you, when he first implemented, I bought the stock and I was expecting some change, and nothing changed. And then the stock actually went down a little. Well, now it's starting to come up because now they've got momentum to what's going on.
We Americans, I want it now. Let's go. Oh, wait, that's just New Yorkers. Come on, let it now.
Well, it's fast food.
It is.
Fast food.
It is.
All the things that are killing us. Fast
right.
food, get it quick. Don't, hire
Partnering
somebody
with Jeffrey.
to clean.
Sorry.
There you go.
Okay. All right. So good. Well, so number 2, what's the next one?
Number 2 is the next one.
Yeah. I meant that.
Create a continuous flow to surface problems quickly.
Right. So that's under process. That's their process.
Well, and what they're saying is you don't want to create a process to hide problems. You want to create processes that they come up immediately.
Right.
This doesn't work. And again, because of the changes going on, people looking for different ways to cut costs, increase revenue. Fail fast. Exactly. And make sure it comes out, and don't punish the people that bring it to you.
Unless they're really annoying, then you can punish them.
I mean, Lee Iacocca, when they were building the Pinto, that blew up when you hit it.
That's
Yeah,
right.
he had a sign on his door. The next engineer that tells me about the exploding gas tank can just leave. I mean, it was awful.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
So here's one that I take issue with. It's under the process part of it, and it's number 6: standardized work as the foundation for improvement and empowerment. Now I have a hair somewhere on my nose. I obviously didn't shave well this morning, so it's a. Yeah, that was a little. Okay, I thought it was funny. So
what you're saying is the blades are all dull from taking all the hair
off my nose
and your back.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, good.
Because that's so pretty. So that's why I can wear this shirt. I have an issue with it because, yes, I understand the point of standardized work. People come in, do the same thing over and over and over again. I personally would have to shoot myself because it gets really boring doing, on an assembly line. I think it's important to be able to change your position. Just, it's okay to learn the way to do it, but to have somebody do it the same time every single day, you're going to have more accidents then.
Well, and that is one of the philosophies in supply chain management, is that people can change their positions. So they're not doing the same thing all the time. They can. So you set up the operation that way, that rather than just a Henry Ford's assembly line where you're doing the same thing over and over again. On this one, though, to me, when I'm looking at it, they're talking about a standardized process, which is everything is standardized. So if your approach to design should be standardized. You sit down, you have a creative session, and then you go from a creative to an innovative session. And so you should do those, and you don't jump and skip them, because if you skip them, you lose qualities that helped you be successful before.
So it's like every McDonald's has the same process and standardization. So that no matter where you go, you can always
right. And you leave
work in McDonald's no matter where you are.
Yeah, Paris, here, wherever, it's basically the same, and that adds efficiency and adds to the productivity of the organization. Okay. And there was another example I was going to think of in terms of Ed Catmull and Pixar.
Yeah, Creativity Inc.
Creativity Inc. They had the standardized process. He said, look, we are very good at making very bad movies.
Right.
And then it takes us 2 years to make them good again. Well, they go through the same process. They create it, they put it out, they put the storyboards, they talk about it, and then they come back and they start digging in and looking for what works and doesn't work. So even though it's a creative process, it's got standardization in it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, improv does have a process as well. It has the tenets: make your partner look good, yes, and feature failure, and all that kind of thing.
Yeah, that hair is right there.
I didn't shave my chest either, so
you got more down there.
I know, I'm molting.
Okay.
I'm just molting, evidently. So, so I understand it. I just think it can be taken in a lot of ways.
Well, then you would explain it, and that's what a leader should technically do, is do that.
Let's go to the next one.
Well, the next one I'm not so keen on, and I accept it fully. Use visual controls so no problems are hidden.
Right.
And the reason I'm just not a visual individual, I'm much more auditory on things, and I have a tendency. Magazines have all gone broke because of me, because I can read an article and not even see the ads.
Right.
The FBI did a test with me. I was doing a program for them, and they did a test with me, and they had this book, and you look at these people in this book, and then they test you, how many do you remember? And I got 0, and the guy goes,
because he had face blindness.
If you had closed your eyes and guessed, you would have probably done better.
Well, because I'm thinking, okay, so you're And in front, if you wanted to be a pilot, so I can imagine all the buttons you would have to have someone in. Okay, now put your hand out and flip this button, flip that button, and the instructions. Yeah.
Terrifies me. I have to use muscle memory to know where the buttons are on the plane.
I am never flying with you. I'm saying that right now.
You know, I've heard that a lot.
You should see him fly a drone. Oh wait, you lost the drone.
Lost one, crashed the other one. I've still got one alive though. And then the new drones, pretty much idiot proof. They got avoidance behavior.
They haven't met Jeffrey. So let's test that. We'll let you know. All right. And the last one.
Well, what do you think about visual?
Well, I'm a visual person, so it works just fine, for me. I don't mind visual controls. That's why, when I get directions on a piece of paper, as opposed to reading, they have the little pictures.
Right.
I work with the pictures better because it works a different part of my brain.
All right.
I'm a little neurodivergent that
So
way.
have you heard about the new stoplight?
No.
This is not a joke.
Okay. No.
This is real.
Okay.
So what are the colors on a stoplight?
Red, yellow, and green.
Yeah, they want to add white to the bottom.
Why?
Because autonomous driving vehicles, they communicate, and they want to put that white light will go on when the autonomous driving vehicles are taking over the street lights, because they take over. So it just lets a human know, just follow the
Get
car
out of the way!
No. Well, that's what I think.
Move!
Yeah.
Okay.
So their advice in the article is just follow the car in front of you. It's an autonomous vehicle. And I'm going, gee, many Christmas, this is going to be such a problem.
No.
Anyway. What that's going to do to your visual?
It'll just add. I think people are just going to have to get used to it.
Right.
If they do it, unless it may be a different kind of light. Let it be a strobe light. That'll be fun.
Oh, great. Strobe. So people can have an epileptic
right.
fit.
That's my whole point.
Wow, there's a process.
Okay. All right. Let's look at the last one. Number 12. That's under problem solving. Go see for yourself to understand the situation deeply. I know this, so many times I've heard you do this. Someone told me, word has it that, why don't you go see for yourself? Don't believe it. If it's on the internet, it must be true. Check it out for yourself.
Yeah. What was the statistic I heard? I think it's like 63% of the people comments on the internet now. It's 63 or 43%, somewhere around those. And who knows?
More than 10.
Anyway, are bots. They're not human beings.
Oh, I didn't know that.
They're fake. They're generated, and they're meant to incite attitudes.
It's working
and
pretty
reactions.
well. I would say
It absolutely is working well. Well, the other this is really important, and I'm glad you picked this one out, because when things are going bad in the company, what happens to leaders? They usually hide in the office because they don't want to hear all the complaints and everything else that's going on. And again, it's that non-invented here. Oh, no, I'm in charge. I have to have all the answers. It's hero leadership in the negative sense. So I absolutely understand.
Yeah.
All right.
Anything else?
No. Well, 14 on there is become a learning organization. And again, that goes to you should always be learning. And that includes the executives. And if executives always saying no, or leaders always saying no to something, or not doing or not investigating something else, and I know what
fear.
The number of things that have to be done quickly when organizations are under stress increases, that's not the time to start shutting your door and doing, the busy
Just being
work.
a jerk. Don't be a jerk.
Exactly. Be a learning organization and be open to learning, and to learn you have.
That goes back to that psychological safety thing.
And you have to be able to listen if you're going to be a learning organization.
Active listening is probably the hardest thing anybody does. And last thing about that is good leaders get their egos out of the way.
Exactly. So speaking of no ego, I've been working on my listening skills because I have a tendency to cut people off all the time. So now I am definitively working on
trying.
listening and letting somebody speak. And Rona went on for like 10 minutes waiting for me to interrupt her.
Yes, I did.
I shocked her.
I was waiting for it. Yeah.
And then she goes, why didn't you tell me 10 minutes ago? And I said, I was trying to follow my new pattern. So I'm working up. And I've failed several times today already.
It's okay.
Probably failed on this podcast.
Can I give people a playtivity that works on active listening, or do it another time?
Another time.
Okay,
Let's do it another time.
Yeah, I'm gonna share one of the podcasts is gonna be some great playtivities that you can do that will help your skill set.
That was
at
very
work.
generous of you if you do that.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm not that kind of girl.
Put a fork in it.
It's done. I'm Rona Lewis.
I'm Jeffrey Hansler.
Thanks for playing. This has been Biz-Souls.
And like,
Oh
subscribe,
yeah, like, share, all that other stuff.
subscribe.
Oh, we forgot to say that on the other podcast.
Yes, I know.
Just help us build our numbers. Tell everybody. Okay, thanks. Bye.
All right. Thank you. Bye.
You've been listening to the Biz-Souls podcast with your hosts Rona Lewis and Jeffrey Hansler. Did you have fun? Subscribe, rate, and leave a review. It's very much appreciated. Talk to you next week.